Okay, my name is Laura, as you know, and this is an update for the Aurora for the trip on Saturday the 21st of July, so that's for tomorrow. So I'm going to try this new thing just to actually channel through voice. It's something I've been doing for a few weeks with the Earth crew through Skype. And I know other channels also do that. Actually, I found yesterday, while I was taking down this message from Salusa, that my typing is really quite slow in comparison with the string of information that comes in quite quickly. However, the typing does give the advantage of being able to correct and read over, or if there's a misunderstanding, clarify. So I may need to clarify during the actual voice channeling, and I will speak probably slower, and again forgive me if I need to correct things in the message. I hope it'll be clear enough anyway. So here we are. I have with me Adriel and Aurora, so I'm going to channel them through my voice, and hopefully we'll get an update. I had no idea what we're going to talk about. Hopefully we'll get an update now from how the last Saturday went, and what is the mission plan for tomorrow night. Okay, so the mission report first, Laura. This is Adriel. Last Saturday, many of you went. Again, almost everybody went. Some people didn't actually go due to, again, health issues or maybe family reasons, or people who are a bit frightened. Perhaps frightened is too strong, but somehow anxious and apprehensive about the experience will actually not be transferred on the Aurora, because we find that well, when somebody hesitates quite strongly, as some of you do, it translates for us as no, I do not want to go. So we do not wish to actually to go against your free will. So as long as those of you who give us this vibration of I'm not sure or I'm a bit frightened, well, those people will actually not come anymore on Aurora until they're actually really determined and ready for this experience. We find that the general vibration of the whole group is changing. So while this was okay for the first 3 missions, because this is now our 4th one from now on, this type of vibration will slow down and actually even put Aurora and the rest of the crew in a dangerous situation from future missions. Not dangerous as in the way you understand it, but please understand it has to do with vibrations. It's very difficult for us to explain in words. So this is what I wanted to say, and many of you have also expressed a few questions, such as I was on the Aurora crew on the first mission. Do I need to keep asking if I'm on the Aurora crew? The answer to that question is absolutely not. Once you are confirmed as part of the Aurora crew, that means you are permanently part of it. And you may or may not on your own decide to initiate the contact with us. The contact has to be quite clear, and you have to call directly to connect with Aurora's mind, or my own, or Bashir. There are other crew members which have been mentioned, such as Radok and also Martel. They're also important members of the staff, and they are part of our engineering and technical commanding officers. Yes, yes. So this is wonderful to be able to express our thoughts directly through voice, and I hope we will do this again. Now, so this was the part about the coming Saturday. I think the crews are now coming up to about 200 people, which is quite a huge number. And again, you do not have to come every Saturday if you are busy, if you're away, if you are nervous, if you are not feeling well, or if you're just having a party. Just do not make the request, do not make contact with us, and we will not come and seek you. It is entirely up to you. So once you're confirmed, once again, you are confirmed forever, and any time in your life, be it now, in 20 years, you can always call upon Aurora, myself, Bashir, Martel, Radok, and of a member of our crew to join us and to come in your dream state with us. Some of you are also able to do what you call astral travel or remote viewing while you are in your awake state. So this is also quite strong. This is in fact how we have our connection with Laura or Leslie. They are able to focus their attention on our consciousness, our mind, our thoughts join together, and we are able to somehow mirror their energies, and they intertwine, and well, our channel comes a voice, sort of translation through in words comes from the channel, who is able to translate our thoughts, our minds, the impressions the channel receives through words, and those words may not always be 100% accurate. However, we would like to think that most of them are almost 100% accurate. Now, what will we do Saturday? Yes, that is a question. So tomorrow night is a little bit special. As I've said before, we are going to travel out of the Earth's atmosphere with Aurora for the first time. Aurora always remained around Earth vicinities for the three previous Saturday nights and journeys on board. This time we will actually head into a different type of mission. It will be very far from this planet, and in fact we are going to go into enemy territory, to be correct. I'm not authorized to say too much. Perhaps more information will come tomorrow. But it is very important that if you do not feel determined for this mission, if you have any doubt or hesitation, that you just let go of tomorrow. Better not to come. What else can I say about tomorrow night? Well, ideally we would like to have a smaller crew to manage, because we do require somehow to give you care and attention while you are on our ship. And for this dangerous mission we need to be totally cloaked. There will be total radio silence and total silence also on board Aurora. There will be no talking. There will be not really even as far as telepathy, because the reptilians are very good at detecting this sort of pattern, and their radar and their sensitivity are well able to detect even our thoughts. So this is why we have said that if you have any fear, tomorrow night is not a good night to come. So yes, we will go into their territory, and we will go onto an orbit on one of the reptilian power houses planets, one of the main ones, and we are going to gather some intel as to what are they doing and what are they planning, and how are things for them, and what is their moral like. As I said, there will be no exchange, no talking during the mission. We will merely be there to, how will I say, as if you think of a thermometer to take the temperature in a room, and we will discuss what we have received later on. Some of you will also directly beam on the cloak again onto this reptilian planet. You will be directly into the conference rooms of the Reptilian High Council. Sometimes we are invited officially to come to some of their meetings, or some general assembly with a gathering of planets, and we have been there already. Only small crew is allowed to those meetings, depending on the size of the gathering, but usually we are talking 2 or 3 of our crew are allowed to take place in these meetings, where we negotiate different terms. It can be deciding who has hold over what planet. It can be discussing a whole quadrant of the galaxy. It can be discussing the active part of the level of control on certain societies and civilization, such as Earth. And we had this sort of discussion about 2 weeks ago, and Laura came on board, and we went on one of the hikings of the reptilian world, and we have openly discussed with them. However, this mission of tomorrow night will not be like that. The reptilian hikings have a secret meeting, and we are definitely not invited to take part or to witness the talks or what is going on into these negotiations. So it is yet unknown as to how many people will be allowed to go in the actual room of the meeting. There is no need to have too many people. Ideally we would like 5 people to come down. So some of you might remember that. The cloak that we use is actually quite particular in the way that you're actually physically there, and should the reptilian have a method of detecting our presence, they could actually just grab us or just see us, and suddenly we're there in front of them. There's no shield, there's no protection. There may not even be a way of retrieving us quickly enough before they have hold of us. So this is quite a dangerous mission, and even telling you this much is quite risky business. However, I'm not saying where exactly we're going, and there are several meetings tomorrow night. The reptilian hikings have several meetings on various planets regularly, so yes, it will not be easy to figure which planet we're going to. So this will be the main mission for tomorrow night. As usual, after that, there will be again reunions with your loved ones, your family members, and your soul groups. Yes, so the usual healing chambers, regeneration. There will be an opportunity for questions and answer also with our crew, with myself. We'll discuss various situations going on your planet at the moment. It can be on any level. It can be on any subject, such as politics, war, and we'll have the opportunity to zoom in onto particular parts of your planet where we're discussing. But don't forget also that Aurora has the ability to travel in time and space, so it is possible to actually travel with her. Say, if you want to know why did the First World War started exactly, we have the possibility of traveling back in time and having us view exactly what happened at the time with the people involved. We cannot interfere into what happened. Think of it as a very real way of watching the reality or a movie. In the same manner as when you watch a movie, you cannot interfere with the script of this or the story which unfolds. In the same manner, when we travel through time, we cannot interfere with your history. So that is important to be understood. We will be only there to witness, but not to interfere, not to change anything. The same with traveling into the future. Again, we can be there in order to witness certain important events of your civilization or individual lives, but we cannot actually change anything. Yes, that is important to know. There are several reasons for that, and some of them have to do with parallel realities, alternate realities, and so on and so forth, and various branching of physics and metaphysics. So that will be the second mission. For the moment, we will let go of the Norway anomaly. We might require to return in that area at probably the next 2 or 3 future missions. I thank you very much. Love and gratitude from Aurora and Bashir and the entire crew of the Aurora. We are looking forward to seeing you Saturday night. Thank you, Adriel. Thank you, Adriel. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. So I will see you all Saturday night. I will now, this is Laura speaking, I will now get back to a few people on email to confirm the belonging to the Aurora crew. And I totally enjoy doing this speaking channel message. I will probably put some bullet points of the recording and I will add a audio file for those of you who cannot watch YouTube. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night. I will also add from Dr. Steven Greer 2 videos where he actually talks very well of how they actually make contact with galactic beings and spaceships. It's 3 hours long. It's quite